there, go girls. Today I am really excited to show you this 150 Prismacolor Premier pencil pack. This set is so big. One of my aunts got this for me for Christmas and I'm just really grateful. And then I thought maybe I should do a video for you guys. So yeah, there are lots of colors and there are trays and trays full of colors. I mean, there's so many options. So this is what a Prismacolor looks like up close. This one is called Sunburst Yellow and it has in French the name over here and then the Prismacolor number is 917. So, which is great because I was actually watching some YouTube tutorials on these Prismacolors, and since I have the full set, I pretty much had any color that somebody was using and I was able to identify, oh, they have 1009, and so then I would pull it out, and then I would have very similar results to theirs. Magnetic flap here, which is nice, and it can fold over like this. That turns into kind of like a holder for some of your pencils that you're using. However, when you use this method, you can only use 2 platters pencils at a time, which is fine. I didn't really, when I was working on a certain section of a drawing, I tend to only need like 2 platters of pencils. I didn't need to have all 6 of them out at the same time. So I mean, it isn't really a problem, but it's just something that you should know. These trays are not really the best material. They are very flimsy and the pencils often come in and out of this. So I mean, they're great for storage, but when you're trying to move them and you're going through these trays, there have been many times where where it went like this and they almost all fell out, and I don't want that to happen because Prismacolors are soft core pencils, so they can easily be damaged. Oh yeah, that is a downside to these because these smaller sets come in tin cases, where this just comes in this cardboard box, but the tin cases still have these same trays. So I mean, it's nice to look at, like, to see the pencils all like this, but I mean, as you can see, they don't really hold them very well. They come out of it a lot, so I don't really think it's the best solution. And I found many things on Amazon, and I actually ordered a pencil case, and it can hold like 180 or 60, something like that, and this is a 150 set, so they'll all fit in there, which is great, and it's pretty compact. And I thought that would be easier to travel with because this case, I mean, it holds them, but it's not really super easy to travel with because it's kind of long and the pencils move around. So I got this case on Amazon, and it'll be easier to travel with because I won't be able to take these with me when I go to places. So these are Crayolas, and I'm sure you have used these before. Honestly, they do work fine, and I wasn't really a pencil person. Like, I wouldn't choose pencils to color with. Like, I would usually, until I saw these Prismacolors and I got to try one and I realized how amazing they are, but we'll get to that in a moment. So I'm gonna pull out, let's see, a red color, And we're gonna compare this to like a Prismacolor red. We'll just go with crimson red. I'm not sure if it's gonna be the exact color of this. Okay, so let's do the Crayola first. So that is the Crayola with light pressure. And yeah, okay. So now let's try the Prismacolor. This is Crimson Red 924. Honestly, they both look good. However, with the Prismacolor, it just feels. Hang on, let me try the Crayola again. It just, yeah, these feel softer to color with. This feels, it doesn't feel as comfortable. Like I feel like my hand would cramp holding this too long. Hard pressure. So this is. So the Crayola looks a bit pinkish to me. Like it says red. Yes, it says red on the Crayola. Yeah, the Prismacolor is definitely giving you more of a rich red here. And I can keep going. And what's interesting is that when I color with the Crayola, and okay, so I get this light color when I press slightly, press a little harder, and I get this color. And so you get about 3 different shades. Now with this one, with the Prismacolor, I'll do it lightly, and then a little bit harder, a little harder, and then really hard. So it seems like with the Prismacolor you can get, yeah, so it looks like about 4 shades, and the Crayola is like 2.5 with 1 color. So that's very interesting. And let's try some blending, because I know Prismacolors are known for like blending and all that, and I was watching some tutorials on blending Prismacolors, and it's pretty amazing what you can do. So, and I'm not saying it's impossible to do with Crayola. Okay, so that is the orange Crayola. Let's find, okay, so these both say orange, but what's interesting is the Prismacolor is a lighter shade of orange, but they're both called orange, so I'm gonna use that. Let's try some blending. I'm gonna first use the Crayola. I'm gonna start off with the red. Okay, so now I'm going to do the orange. try and put this orange with this, it seems to easily blend. Like, I'm not sure if you can see, or I was easily able to put this color orange on top, whereas the Crayola, I can keep pressing as hard as I can, even though it really hurts, but pressing hard and it just doesn't do it. But with the orange, with the Prismacolor, you can really mix this, and you can pretty much put a whole color on top of another color, and it looks really good. And then I can put this back on top again, and yeah, and just keep blending the two of them. And as you can see, it just looks so good. The Prismacolor to me looks better, obviously because these are more expensive pencils than Crayolas, and they're softcore, and yeah, so I think my conclusions to Prismacolors and Crayola is, if you have Crayola, then use them, and don't let the fact that you don't have Prismacolors hold you back from your creativity. But if you want to have more Premier-like pencils, then I recommend these Prismacolors. They work great, and this is not sponsored. This is my personal opinion. I do really like them, and before I didn't really draw with colored pencils. Even though I had Crayola pencils, I just never really picked them up and wanted to use them, you know. But with these Prismacolors, it's like I want to use them. They make me want to draw with pencils. There's just something about these. I'm not super professional, and I'm still trying to use these. So even if you're not a professional artist, it doesn't mean I shouldn't get these, because I do think they're very fun to use, and they just invite you to color, and they're just so pretty. And I definitely like the number system, because obviously Crayola doesn't have that. They just have red, orange, you know, but these, there's different color names, and there's also glitter, gold and silver and all that. So yeah, this is my review on these pencils, Prismacolor versus Crayola, and definitely try both of them out. And yeah, and I hope you enjoyed this review, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions, or if you have something to say about Prismacolors or Crayolas. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye!